Oh.
No, she's awesome when she's awesome. But my point is, she doesn't like noise. She's very sensitive. I'm
Hey,
not the only person
CJ,
that's
she is awesome when she's awesome. What kind of girlfriend is that?
Oh,
No, tell me. What? Give me.
Not a girlfriend,
she's
right?
not a girlfriend. not
No,
a girlfriend.
in general,
Friend.
if you had a girlfriend and somebody referred her to as she's awesome when she's awesome, what is the overall tone of that?
That means that she's not really
No,
awesome.
that's.
No, she's. You know what she's.
I asked CJ. CJ, what is it?
That sounds like
What kind of girlfriend is that? If I said Lauren is awesome when she's awesome,
that means she sucks.
that means she sucks. That means that girl Raphael's talking about sucks. I just have to put that out there.
Just basically, she hates me. She hates me for all.
She's awesome when she's awesome. You shouldn't hang out with her.
Reunited and it feels so good. I believe it's Peaches and Herb.
I've heard that song before, though.
Yeah, it came out in the 70s, I think.
Reunite. Who sings it?
Peaches and Herb, I believe.
We got something that's hot. Peaches and herb. You probably said that.
I think it's Peaches and Herb, but it looks like Peaches and Herb.
I think it's peaches, grass, weed, devil's lettuce, that kind of thing.
Reefer.
Wacky tobacco.
Devil's lettuce.
Reefer.
Plant.
You smoke the reefer?
All right. Per Raphael's solution. God, I can't even talk today. Take 5. Alrighty. Per Raphael's suggestion, I'm going to start the podcast off with just me. And Raphael, in studio, we have Raphael. Don't say a fucking word, Raphael. CJ, we have in studio. Don't say a fucking, God damn it.
I'm here.
All right. So I am Dan. I'm a drummer. I help out a concrete company. They pay me for it during the day. It's fun stuff. I'm a boater. I like music and I like comedy. This is our podcast. I am the editor and one of the hosts.
And chief.
And chief, I guess.
Editor-in-chief.
I'm the guy that bought all the shit. So
Not all of it. Not all of it.
Oh, not all of it. Raphael bought a microphone stand.
Yep.
That he's not even using.
He's not even using.
I wasn't in there. The gimp seat.
He's in the good seat today.
So much for me starting the podcast off by myself as suggested. So, anywho, we have Raphael in studio today, CJ in studio today. Nobody else is coming in. Nick is off. He had to go somewhere in North Carolina, I'm guessing. Doesn't matter.
Oh, hope there's not more trouble.
Connor's got gonorrhea.
And Connor's got gonorrhea. Yes, we're going to
He'll
stick.
love to hear that.
Oh, my God. These guys are rough. We're not trying to be rough. That's the fun part.
You know what? You want to talk about something? We can talk about last Friday.
It's Friday. Baltimore Soundstage. I got to see
Ginger. That's right.
I
I'd
got
like
to
hear
see
about
Ginger.
it.
Last time we talked about this on the show.
Ginger was
I'm a
awesome.
photographer. I work at Baltimore Soundstage in Baltimore, Maryland.
Drummer, CJ.
And because Dan is all gracious enough to bring me on the podcast and take me out on his boat and watercraft, I gifted him a +1 to see his favorite band, Ginger.
Plus, I would have like not spoken to you again if you didn't get me on.
Right?
And-
If he
Were the free drinks? Did that happen?
No, that was horse shit.
I remember hearing about free drinks
Yeah,
as
that
well.
was bullshit because
Okay.
I
free
ordered.
soda, free water. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I gave him money. I
Soft
said
drinks.
I didn't expect.
I did get him. I did buy some for him in the meantime. I
paid
put
him
him on
back.
tab.
Oh, you owe me money now.
I do
Nice.
like something. Yes.
It's like $15. These. So I said 2 Bud Lights or something, or 2 Coors for one for me.
Of course.
Coors. Okay. So these things come out. They should have had handles. They were so big. What were they? 40 ounces?
At least. I mean,
Are
they're like
at
the size
least
of a Stein.
cans or bottles?
Cans.
Cans.
Big
They were probably
cans.
25
Yeah.
ounce. That's
Holy
what
shit.
they're selling at the baseball, and it's like
They're big.
I've
they're like
never
this
held a
big
can
around
that was
kind
a-
of thing. Yeah,
So I
but I bet you paid less. How much was this 20 huge?
I gave
ounce beer?
Raphael $40. I never saw the rest of it.
It was $25
For one? Oh, for two.
For two.
Okay.
Yeah, I include
It's-
the tip. And all.
It's $30 for two at the
I mean,
ballpark.
So, yeah,
the
he
beer
did pay
was
less.
cold.
Yeah.
And they're cold as shit.
But then it was warm halfway through.
Because there's so fucking much of it.
Uh-huh.
And you're sitting
I
there
can't
like
drink
just
that much.
warming it up
You're
with
not
your
that much
hand
of an
all the time.
alcoholic.
So I'll make an announcement about that show. For one, it was great. Thank you, Raphael, for getting me in.
Yes.
And then I got Connor in. But
Right.
Nice.
That's what we can talk about.
Even though it was sold out,
Uh-huh.
It was
you got
sold
Connor
out.
in,
He
and
gets him. He
So-
doesn't bring him in the front. He gets him in the back.
So
Connor
he's
brings his
gotta bring
camera.
Connor in the back.
Connor brings his camera, and let me tell you,
Raphael
CJ,
said, "How the fuck did he get in here?"
I know he wasn't invited. He brings his camera, and then on top of it, in Connor fashion,
Connor
he gives
and
me
Raphael.
shit.
They were fighting.
I
Okay,
was
they're fighting
this
over
close
this camera.
to. I have the power. I have limited power there. I can kick him out.
Okay, you could. Anybody could. So let.
Was,
I could.
You're not
was his
special,
camera
I'm
bigger
just-
or something?
No, his camera's
You're not allowed to
illegal.
have cameras. I checked the rules.
Okay.
I heard no cameras.
Only if you're
Professional.
licensed to do it.
Yeah,
at,
they have
at
a
the
permit.
location.
Well, yeah.
Gotta have
Permitted,
a
yeah.
permit.
Basically, I'm part of the company. I
So
work for
let
the
me get
company.
my side, and
Contractor.
then you have. This is like a court of law. You can't say anything for like 1 minute. Let me
Okay,
go,
fine.
and then you get a full minute to
Fine,
completely
fine,
rebut.
fine.
Just like the vice presidential debate. huh?
I'm gonna,
All right.
I'm gonna like
All
President Trump.
No fact checking
Let's
is going on here.
All right, so here I go. Going with the Trump. So anywho, so I will. It's weird now that Raphael's not talking. It's like something's missing. No, don't say anything. Don't say anything, Raphael. No. Okay. So Connor starts with, okay, I understand you don't want the cameras in here. I said we need to get rid of the camera immediately. I know that's against the rules. We're not breaking any rules today because we're here as guests. At least I am.
Was it a large
snuck in,
camera
kind
that he brought in,
It
like
was a- it
with
was
a,
a-
lens on it and shit?
It was a camera that was inappropriate to be brought in.
It wasn't just like
It wasn't a phone.
a throwaway camera.
Yeah,
or some
no, this
shit
was
like
not
that.
this was not
Okay.
a Casio or whatever they make. You know,
I've seen Connor's camera. I think
yeah,
I know which
it's a
one we're
nice
talking
DSLR,
about.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's around his neck. So I was like, oh, we need to hide it. So Connor says, I said, can we give that to Raphael and he can hide it in the back somewhere appropriately, safely? And Connor's like, nobody's holding my camera. And I went, oh goody.
Nobody holds this but me.
Oh goody. This is going to go so well. So then I said, okay, well, what's the other option? I can't have you have the camera visible. Can I put it in my truck? Can you put it in your truck? I don't care because Connor has a rule. When he makes a rule, it's his rule. He tries to stick with it.
He does his own thing.
Yeah,
I know
he does.
that.
So he's telling Raphael if I could just go in the back behind stage and get my camera case. And Raphael's, what the fuck? Raphael's like, what the fuck are we doing behind stage? Because like we don't have behind stage passes, and this was like a pretty secure show. So I was like, okay, that's a problem, Raphael. How about Raphael goes back and gets the case? We could put it in the case. That's a good solution. Raphael starts screaming like, Connor, you're not going to go behind stage. Only I'm going. And Connor's like, I fucking get it. And he's screaming. They're yelling at it. I mean, it's already loud. And they were both right. Connor was right and Raphael was right. Connor's like, Raphael comes out with like Ginger's bag. He's like, it was like somebody's bag.
Oh shit!
It was like some black bag. It was somebody else's. And I was like, that's not it. You should probably put that back wherever you found it. And then Connor's like, just let me go get it. And Connor's like, Raphael's like, no, you're not going on stage. You'll kill me. And
You don't know what it looks like.
yeah, exactly. So they went back and got it. They come out. It worked out well. The camera's away. But Raphael and Connor hate each other, and I don't know how to get past it.
You'll get
It's a
over
love.
it.
I love it.
It's a love-hate
I
relationship.
love how they hate themselves.
Love to hate you.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna push my microphone away from my face and give it to give it back to Raphael about the rebut here.
For his side of the story here.
Yeah.
Okay. Step one, number one, I don't hate him at all because I'm a man. Okay, I don't hate another man for being an asshole. He's an asshole. Okay, he's an asshole.
You know, you're
Connor.
not the first person I've heard
And
say that.
You know what, Connor? I get it. You have your particular. I wouldn't let you touch my camera. So I don't blame you at all in that. But you shouldn't have been there. One, you shouldn't have brought your camera. Two, and you shouldn't talk shit to me on my show.
While you're working,
Right.
you know.
This is if he did anything, got drunk, got stupid, anything, or just got busted back there. And it's I'm a guest of Raphael. Boom, Raphael, what the fuck's he doing back there?
He'd never claim you.
Well, guess what? My point is, I've had this problem before, bringing women with me, and I act a fool.
Women.
Whatever, or I've had friends get kicked out for being drunk or stupid, and then they're claiming, "Hey, Raphael's, my buddy," and then Raphael, this guy? I was like, "Yeah." I was like,
I thought he was going to be cooler.
Yeah, and then no, I had this one kid that I was trying to apprentice with him, and I was like, one day, I'll get you in the club. We can work alongside me. I get to this is a Sonar. Baltimore Sonar.
I remember Sonar.
Okay, I get to Sonar. This is for Steve's promo. I don't need a pass or anything. They know who I am. I walk right through security, no problem. I don't get checked or nothing. His kid comes to them and says, "Hey, I'm working for Raphael." And okay. Now I have a +1, so it's not a big deal, right?
So they're like, go ahead and fight. He's in there.
Walks in with his camera. This is some stupid little kid, 17 years old, 18, barely. And I get there. I wasn't even 10 minutes later or nothing. I get there pretty much right on time, and because the opener starts and nobody gives a shit about the opener. And
sometimes openers are better than the real ones.
I'm like, hey, I got a friend comment. Oh yeah, your partner already came. Partner? What?
Partner.
Yeah.
Back in for
He
that
says
one.
he was with you. It's a
You
little
got
kid.
called gay.
Yeah, some little kid. Yeah.
Oh my God,
That makes it even worse.
I know. Anyway,
your
so
little kid partner.
gay.
yes.
All right, that's sorry. It's a
Anyway, so
Word of the day.
I go find him. Man, I rip him a new fucking asshole. I'm like, dude, don't you do that to me? Don't you trade on my name, get in here with your camera, and act like everything's cool? And I let him stay because he was you get one boo boo with me,
Right.
And from then on, he's been 100%. He actually turned out to be a really good photographer down the road. He's respectful, And I got him into shows free a few times down the road when he did it the right way. But you come at me the wrong way. You do a Conner. It's called doing a Conner now. Just do what the fuck you want. He does a Conner, shows up, and then he acts like I'm the one being the asshole. Hey, Conner says to me backstage before we walk back to
I did. I heard they were backstage talking. He was like, we talked backstage because it was quieter. I was like, what?
Yeah,
How
was
the fuck
quiet.
did that go?
Yeah,
I
let him
You're
speak.
on.
I allowed him to speak because I realized, hey, you might have a nugget of something. He says, Raphael, if you just come at me a little softer, a little cooler, a little more respectful, it's no big deal. I was like, you know what?
Gentle giant.
Yeah, I bit my tongue.
Gentle, tiny.
At the same time, I'm like, respectful. Respect would have been to
Plus,
call
he's half
me.
your age. He doesn't know as much as we do.
No, it doesn't matter. You know what? People twice his age will beat his ass, And I kind of would have just said, hey, Raphael, can I come in? I would have gotten him in. If he would have said, Raphael, I bought my camera, is it okay? I would have said, no, respectfully. But no, he comes in, acts like he's all good.
Well, yeah, man, I got him in.
Doesn't give
You
a
don't
fuck.
know how I got him in. We didn't have to stand in line at all. Raphael's like, hey, come on in, man. The line's not that long. I'm like, we're inside. We came in the
Listen, I also
musician's
could have
door.
jumped you through the line. I told you to let me know when you got there.
Well, okay. I wasn't staring. My
So
mother.
Dan's fucking shit up too. Over
No, yeah, my mother's
Yes.
calling me, and I didn't hang up the phone with my mother. So every time he's calling me, I didn't hear anything. My mother's like, and she stayed on the line, of course, the whole time. Like, she called me. I'm trying to pay the parking meter, and I'm like, oh my God. And there's like tourists coming up asking us questions like, should we park our car here overnight? I was like,
Where'd you park, Gay Street?
yeah. I was like, you shouldn't park your car here for 4 hours. This is an awful place. Like,
Listen,
no,
it's fine.
Inside of parking
fine.
on Gay Street overnight. The block is in Baltimore City because there's people from Pradesh listening and stuff. The block is a district basically in Baltimore City, just a tiny little spot.
It's not red light, though.
It's not
No,
red light. It's
just
not
a
red
bunch
light.
of strip clubs.
It's a district where there's strip clubs. There's X-rated movie theaters.
Is there?
I
Does
was
that
wondering
exist?
if there used to
It's
be.
still there. One's still there. It's
One's
pretty
in Fells
seedy.
Point, from what I hear. I've never been in. I would never walk through that.
What about
You
Fells
want to hear
Point?
some irony?
Isn't it? No, Canton. Is that Canton?
It's on the other side of 83
It's-
President Street.
It's one
from
street over
Fells
from the
Point.
police headquarters, also, by the
It
way.
is.
Which is
Yeah.
the irony.
All
It
the
means
bad
it's
stuff is-
safe.
Everything.
Oh, there's a cop there.
But the Hustler Club, I've been in there just for research, and the Hustler Club is nice. That's the one club
Yeah.
that's pretty
I've heard
good.
it's nice. I haven't been to a
There's
strip
Scores.
club
Scores
since
is
I was
nice.
like 20.
I have a podcast with one of the strippers that was in.
A separate
I
podcast.
put that as a bonus feature.
What's your other podcast?
My other podcast was.
What was? You
Dan
said
and-
currently. You're like, I have a podcast.
Oh,
like,
I have
currently.
a podcast recorded with me and John and one of the strippers. It was really cute. It was
I
good.
remember the
funny.
COVID cast.
Yeah, it was COVID. We did a whole podcast series, and I did not release it. It's still, and we have bonus features.
Got it in the reels upstairs.
John and Dan's podcast. I got permission from John to release, and if I want to, I will.
Release.
Yeah. No, that's awful.
God
damn it.
Release.
Anyhow,
Can I say one more thing?
yeah.
Okay. Again, I don't really hate Connor, but it's just the attitude about it, And the fact that you were there to defuse it was great because
Man, I feel
2
like
more
I could
seconds,
not
I would have just
diffuse.
yoked him up
I
and,
had
and
no-
thrown him out.
I had no power because I'm like, Connor, will you do this? He's like, no. Raphael, will you do this? He's like, fuck him. I was like, no, man, this is not.
Well, I'm staying. I
was
don't care
like,
what y'all do.
I am going to be
I
right
took their
here.
pictures, by the way. I took their pictures. I was a gracious host. I took the pictures. I got the beer. I didn't. I would say hi to Connor when I see him. But I'm not.
I
Gonna
took
be,
the pictures.
I'm,
He's like,
I'm
I
not his
lifted
best
up the
friend.
box.
And you want to be friends with me. The respect has to go both ways. It's simple as that.
I believe it was miscommunication. All that Connor wanted was his case, and he's like, no, but he said it in the way of, if you do this, I'll freaking kill you. You're going to have to murder me to get this camera off of my neck.
I would have.
It was so crucially like, I know what Connor means. That camera's not coming off his neck unless he is knocked out.
Yep.
He crowd surfed. He was crowd surfing during the show with the camera in the case around his neck.
I was about to be like, he was crowd surfing. He opened it
No,
up.
I know, he
I
didn't.
might have gotten I got pictures of crowd surfers. I got a picture of them.
You
too.
might have gotten him.
Yeah.
Because but there were a lot of crowd surfers.
I got a lot of pictures of crowd surfers.
I was having a freaking blast. I was in a mosh pit, and it was a gentle mosh pit. It wasn't.
It wasn't Megadeth mosh pit.
Megadeth mosh pit. It's just people moving around fast.
Right.
Move-
Kind of shoulder shoving.
Yeah,
and
but
shit like that.
there is a center. It's not a swirl. It's not corn. It's not.
It's not
It's not
getting your lights
Pantera.
punched out.
Yeah, nobody.
No wall of death.
Generally,
anything
there's like
that.
4 assholes, and they take turns in 2.
Really throwing the elbows out
they
there.
get in there and they're just like knocking people. Like, I'm going to be the strongest.
The chicken went in all the way through.
They're the alpha. It's supposed to be a loving, like everyone's moving around a little faster, and you get bounced around, and you're pushing off of people. It's energy. It's like the inertia of the planets or something like
But
that.
really, it's supposed to be overall positive.
It's a
not
positive
trying
experience.
You're not
And
trying
if somebody
to hit
somebody
someone.
falls down, you pick them up.
Yeah, or
don't
you
stomp on them.
I've been picked up before because it's all floor's covered in beer. There's people everywhere, like coming from every direction, and you get knocked over. I've been picked up as I was falling. Guys will catch me and pull me right back up.
Yeah.
And you do the same, and you all right, man? Like, that's the whole time. That's what a mosh pit should be. But the assholes, if you're listening to this and you're one of the assholes that pushes people, delete this podcast. I don't want you on our.
We don't want you listening.
We don't want you listening. It
Your
should
little
be.
dick energy.
I mean, yeah, come on, man. Mine's big enough you could fucking hang from it. You know.
Oh boy.
I'm saying, and I'm nice. You don't have to pretend like you got a big dick. I was going off of you, Raphael. Riffing off of Raph.
Yeah,
Riffing the raff.
Riff raff.
Okay.
I haven't said that yet. That's pretty good.
I had a decent time taking the pictures and stuff. I mean, photo restrictions suck.
I don't know what to do with it. But
I'm their house photographer, but
I gave him the fist bump as he walked by. Boom, saw Raphael. I was like, I'm going back in.
I gotta toss myself around some more.
Man, I tell you, the first time I was in a mosh pit, I started getting that heavy heart feeling. Like, oh wow, I gotta get out of this mosh pit. Like,
Little anxiety fluttering
I
inside
guess
and such.
something was not working. It was like a warm feeling of like my heart's moving. I just have to calm it down a bit. Like, I'm getting old, 42 now. I'll be 43 in April, I think.
Yeah, I think.
April. Yeah.
Gotta
I'll
count
be
those days
47
off.
coming up.
I've said that I was 40 or 41 or when I was 42. Like, you don't want to know how old you are.
After 40, you really stop counting the years until like you get to the rounder numbers.
My father was 32 for like 26 years.
Sounds like more of a mom thing to do.
yeah.
Hey, how old are you, Dad? 32. I told you. I guess he didn't want us to forget,
The concert I went to, no moshing at all on Saturday.
That's right. What was the concert?
I went to the Herbie Hancock concert.
Hancock.
It was a bunch of people sitting down and clapping nicely.
Oh, it was
so cute.
so genteel.
It was very genteel.
That's good.
But fantastic musicians. Awesome time.
Where was this at? What venue?
That was at the Lyric.
I went there.
Lyric Opera House.
Yeah, I've been there.
And old man Herbie with a bunch of young dudes playing his music.
They have overhead mics and stuff.
Oh, they had mics all over the place.
God, that place sounds so good.
It really does.
I went and saw. I wish I remember the guy's name. It was I told you about the show. It was when we first started doing podcasts.
Robert Cray.
Yeah, Robert Cray.
Yeah.
In that theater.
Hell yeah.
Oh God, it was They played so goddamn quiet. They were. I mean,
and nobody, like, people are quiet in the.
Everyone in the audience is like pin drop, and
exactly.
They're like, ding, da, ding.
There were definitely moments of that with the drummer just like,
blop, 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 and it just stops. Pin drop.
Pin drops.
Oh my God, it was amazing. Yeah, I went there with my uncle, and I was second or third tier because my aunt got sick. My one brother couldn't go, and then I got an invite.
Nice.
That's how I got to the Robert Cray.
I'm sorry all those people had to get sick for you to go, but I'm glad you got to go.
You know, it's whatever happens, and I'm there to fill in any voids.
To vulture out those tickets.
We have a segment coming up here with CJ.
It's hot.
Hot segment. The last episode started with 4-day edit.
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
I remember that.
That's the very first words it starts with. I left it in. You know, I have the choice to add and
you
take
can cut
out
whatever you want.
Uh-huh.
But, you know,
I choose everything that's
chosen. Why
chosen.
would you cut what I have to say?
I love what you say. There's very little that I cut that is for anything other than just extra noise. Like if the dog's barking. Like I cut out stuff if it's a long pause or if Raphael and I are fighting and it gets too long. I'll make it sound very natural. So
just cut out the bad parts.
Yeah, I love it.
Everybody's favorite boy band, Hanson, is going to be playing Ram's Head Live on
Raphael,
October 11th.
Give me November 11th. Right.
October 11th.
October 11th.
I could do it. I could get you tickets. You want?
No, not that. Hold on. Give me what's the song? Hanson. One song. Quick.
I don't know any fucking song.
Bop. That's the only thing I can think of.
That's the only song I fucking know.
Bop. Skibbity bop da. Skeetin' bop.
That's October 11th at Ram's Head. October 11th at Pier 6 Pavilion is Kids Bop Live 2024.
What is that, an album that they play? They just hit play?
I think they have children singing your favorite pop hits of the today and yesterday.
Wait a minute. Are the children singing for the adults, or are they adults playing stuff for the children?
Kids are singing the songs. Oh, but they're like pop songs.
Why the fuck would anyone go to that?
Kids go to that. With a Z, Kids Bop.
Well, the Kids Bop was back in the day. It was a CD.
It was a CD, and now you can see Kids Bop live. So that's an option. And
what if I wanted to have fun in the next 2 weeks?
October 16th.
October. That's mid-October.
It's October 3rd right now. 2 weeks from now is October 16th.
So you guys are listening to this one like October 5th. Or it could be
4 days from now.
Or it could be 2027 and somebody found this shit just like, that's still on. Anywho, but so what else we got?
Well, if we want something more at Pier 6 Pavilion, October 8th is Ray LaMontagne and Gregory Alan Isikoff.
Oh, that sounds familiar, but I have no idea. That sounds opera.
Ray LaMontagne, I have heard. Gregory Alan Isikoff.
Is it music or is it opera?
It is. That is a guy with a guitar and a backing band who sings. It's kind of a troubadour style.
I'm not that cultured in all those. Like I know like Latin themes and all that.
This is just a guy who sings with a guitar and has like a drummer and a bassist and a
interesting
keyboard behind him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lotus is coming to Towson in October 19th.
Damn right. Already got my tickets. I'll see you there.
I've worked for Lotus before. I've shot them at Starscape and other venues.
Do what I know.
Are you going to work the record or have you?
I know that I have worked the record.
Have you worked the record since it's been reopened?
Okay. It's been reopened a few times.
I mean, like it reopened like 3 years ago, and has not closed back down again.
Okay, I worked for the record when it was the Wrecker.
The Wrecker Theater in Towson.
Theater. And then they remodeled and became the Torrent nightclub.
Right. Which they still kind of do.
Yeah, I was there too. I worked for.
Is it a nightclub though?
It was a nightclub. It was.
I've been out of the scene.
The best way to describe it. If you've been to DC, they were trying to bring DC to Baltimore, to Towson, because they were trying to capitalize on the college kids, and the beer prices and alcohol prices were DC prices.
Right. And the college kids can't pay that.
Yeah, they can't pay that at all.
How am I supposed to let someone in?
Is
the back
that how
door?
y'all got in the back door? Like,
No,
did he
okay,
have
so-
his camera out? He was like, "I'm working here, bro."
I went to the front door of this place, this unknown place that we're speaking of. If you were listening earlier, we talked about it, but
I think we're allowed to say the name of the venue.
Right,
aren't
we
we?
already said it. So
I don't want to be like, I don't want them to be pissed off at us because, like, okay, I'll give you the real story. We go to the front and I talk to them. I say, look, I'm on the list.
It's on the list. Yeah.
I'm on the list, and I have one other guy with me. Is there a back entrance for the musicians? I got to get in there and get some work done. Is there a back entrance?
You lied, basically.
Yeah. What,
I didn't lie.
What work did you need to get done?
I needed to make sure Raphael had everything he needed.
No, you didn't.
My phone wouldn't ring. Come on, fuck you. I'm not supposed to make this sound good.
You're supposed to walk through the front
I'm giving
door
you
like a good boy.
I'm giving you the real actual story. Like
I know. I get
This
it.
is exactly to the T. So then we walked around this building to an unknown location area, and there was this. So I walk up to this door that I was told to go into. There's a line that was like 250 foot long. I'm like, I am not going in at all if I have to stand in that line. I don't care if I paid or not. Fuck this, right? So I said, "Is there a back door for the musicians?" And I got in the back door through the musicians. I spoke to the security as I walked in. I said, my name is Dan. I'm on the list. This is Connor. He's working with me. I have to find Raphael. Have you seen Raphael? He's with the photography group. And he said, no, they're probably up there. So we walked in.
Right. All of that was legal.
It was legal.
No, illegal, as in like you weren't supposed to say that. Now,
supposed to
if
say
he-
what? That's
if
pretty
the
much
security
the
guard
truth.
If security guard was doing his job properly, because I do security also.
Yeah, but you gotta
he would've
walk the
checked
part.
for listen,
He had a microphone cable and a camera around his neck. We're going to
right,
stick to the
right.
story.
I know.
We're
Because
walking
most,
in like
most
legit.
common people just walk to the back.
Most
and
what
you're right,
people?
commoners. Most
Is
people.
that?
That's you.
Yeah, that's you.
Okay.
People working people working.
I'm
they
not
know-
a commoner. I'm a
and
drummer.
technically,
I normally walk in that door.
we don't even as security. We don't even as photography. We don't even go back there. We go to the front. I don't.
It was
wait
pretty
in
cool.
line.
You should go back there.
I don't wait in line.
That was really neat.
I've been there back there many times.
I'm just
I don't wait.
fucking
I
with
don't
you.
wait in line. I just go to the front. I go to the door and say, "Hey, I need my photo pass, whatever." They know who I am. They already know who I am anyway. They already got it ready.
They're like,
And-
"Oh, it's Raph."
And Daniel would not have
Well, I couldn't walk in the front because I only had one person on the list.
Right.
So I had two people with me, and he would not leave my side, just like you wouldn't. He wouldn't leave his camera to you.
But
He
shouldn't have been in
wouldn't
front of-
not be
he-
next
he
to
should-
me.
when
He's my buddy.
before you
I don't know what
left-
to do. I tried to leave without him.
no, you should have.
He got in the truck.
No, push him out.
I don't know, man. He's like, I said, it sounds like you're hanging out in Baltimore. I'm going in.
He knows where he knows. We can talk about the last show. Here's the thing: did it ever occur to you that Raphael may not be happy about this? Did it occur to you at all at the time?
Not Raphael won't be happy. The security will either say yes or no. And if it says no, we say, okay, sir, we're going to walk back out that door.
You were gonna fight your way in.
No, we're not coming in like
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
walking in pretty legit. If it didn't work, we're not coming in. I get it. I'll go back up front. Maybe it's a misunderstanding, but I'm not mentioning your name in any way, shape, or form. Other than, have you seen Raphael on the way in?
I'm not mentioning your name except when I
Photographer.
mentioned your name.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. What's the that's a thing. That's how you
Well,
get in shows. if
luckily, there is more than one photographer there. So if you didn't mention my name, then that was one little thing. But I'm just telling you.
I even
I
at the
put my
front
name.
desk.
It's my quality, my name on the list. My
If-
name on. It's I'm vouching for him.
Hold on.
Basically,
I set the scene, CJ.
You're vouched for.
When I walked up to the front door, told him my name. I said, I have another guy coming in. He has cameras around his neck. Is that okay? And she said, no, it's not. And I said, oh, okay, cool. Right?
Okay.
So then
And then
I actually forgot about the camera thing. And
Yeah.
we're walking back into the room, and I looked down. I was like, fuck, I think his camera was in his bag. I didn't I actually just mentioned I had
Bags usually aren't allowed in the concert either.
And they get checked. If he'd gone through the line, he would have gotten checked out.
So,
now, here's a good thing.
He pulls his camera out while we were walking in with the security. I didn't see it out yet. Well, I knew he had a camera. So anyway, she said you can't. So then we got inside. I saw the camera and I freaked out. That's where the previous episode or previous
Conversation,
conversation came from.
And again, it was all about attitude. That's what pissed me off the most, and the fact that you didn't tell me you were bringing Conner.
Yeah, you were pretty pissed
because you know what?
He was like, what the fuck are you doing in here?
It was a sold out show. I don't even get. He probably wouldn't have got me give me +1, but he wanted me to work. And I haven't worked for the guy in a while. I'm a client.
Yeah, we didn't fuck his +1 up. It's good.
No, you didn't fuck it up. You could have.
As soon as Conner got in that door, he darted. He went fast. I have no idea where he went. Boom.
He went behind stage.
No, we were
to put his bag.
Not from backstage. We were in general audience at that point. We're not going backstage again. I don't know why he left his bag back there. But anyway,
because he didn't give a fuck.
Well, he doesn't know he's 20-something.
No, he knows. He's not stupid. He knows. He's not stupid. He's not an idiot. Okay, I'll give him. Conner acts like an idiot. He's young, but he's not stupid. I don't consider him to be.
He's a lot more gentle and slow than you are.
No, he's not. He's not gentle. He's not slow.
Yeah, I still have one, CJ.
But anyway,
we're gonna keep going with the promotions because some of this will be edited and moved to the back if we use it. Fine. And I'm gonna let CJ get back to the promotion of. What was that for?
We talked about Lotus.
We talked about Lotus.
October 19th, Record Theater, Towson, Maryland.
Okay. Then the next one that we have, that CJ, what do you think people would be interested in? I did say you should say all the rap ones.
I'm guessing probably not Kids Bop, right?
No, not really.
By the way, your dog here is she's so gentle.
We got Buddy is still
just
hanging
like Conner.
But I'm probably
gentle.
I feel like letting Buddy in, but she's fine outside.
What's his dog's name again?
This is Coco.
We have Coco in the studio here.
We have Coco in studio. The it's not a stripper. It's a boy dog, a Shih Tzu.
You named a boy dog Coco?
Coco was named before I acquired Coco's owner. Old lady went to the big farm where she can run around with everybody.
You mean a dirt farm?
Yeah.
Dirt nap?
Don't tell him. So she's at a big farm where she can run freely. And I acquired Coco and took care of Coco. And now it's my parents' dog.
How old's that dog?
I just gave
This dog looks ancient.
That dog is probably 13, 14.
Yeah.
She looks like she's doing well, but
it looks like a girl dog, but it's a boy.
It's a boy.
It's Coco.
Yeah, Coco's a good. Coco was sitting on my lap, being cool. No, not gay at all.
I do think that this would be better with a touch more preparation.
Okay.
Having this on a list. I mean, I'm
it's going to be
keeping it on here, but I think
it's going to be clipped nice and tight.
Gotcha.
What else we got, CJ?
We got Billie Eilish, the Hit Me Hard tour.
I did see Billie Eilish.
You did?
I saw. Well, I looked up the promotional things, and I was like, "What am I going to ask CJ to do?" So I think that's coming up really quick, though, right?
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, we can't. So
but October 15th, Stevie Wonder's going to be in town.
He won't see you.
No, but you can see him
that's a good
at
point.
CFG
Arena. Very cool. CFG. A lot of stuff happening. When are you going to start photographing at CFG?
That's a big gig there, man.
It is a big gig.
You should get that one because there's a lot of shit. That's where I CFG Arena. That's where I met Chris Young. I said that on the last podcast. I shook his hand. Was that in that arena? Had backstage pass.
Who was that before? What band's Chris Young in?
Chris Young's Chris Young. He is up there singing. I'm bringing tears to my eyes. I'm like 4 rows away from the front. Like he is right there, like spitting in my face while he's singing. He was so good. His voice. He's a country singer.
Okay.
And he writes his.
Who did you go see at CFG with Metal Maniac?
We've seen a lot
recently. It was like Pantera. That was the one, I think.
And Pantera and Lamb of God are 2 legends. I can't believe they play. I mean, of course, we're not the only people that feel that way. If it's not like I have odd legends. Most people were like, those 2 bands should always play together. It was amazing. I've seen Marilyn Manson, White Zombie there. This is all recently in the past 4 or 5 years.
Right. And before and after it's been renovated.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing.
The
now.
renovations are really surprisingly nice there.
Yeah, that's nice. They actually have seating on the lower floor. They used to be just a big mosh pit down there.
Yeah, just standing room only kind of
Oh
thing.
my god, it was great. Those mosh pits were the best. You can't really crowd surf on a place like that unless they're tight up front.
Now, the chairs they put on the floor, they're kind of just fold-out chairs.
Chairs.
So it can be a standing room only.
Nobody's standing. If you're, we're all standing at the end. But
when you talking about?
Nobody's leaving their
CFT,
chair.
Oh, yeah, okay, I got you.
It's all so
I'm
tight.
guessing
Nobody leaves their chair.
there's some shows you go to, they don't put the chairs out.
Okay, that makes sense.
You can fit more people down there if it's standing room.
Yeah, but I think for a Pantera Lamb of God, it's probably the best bet to put chairs and have everyone sit still. Because that is their mosh pits could get out
until
of
they
control.
get crazy and start throwing chairs.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
nobody. But
you has chairs.
I think their security was. I got a feeling of this is a very unique situation. Don't get out of line. That's what I.
Oh.
Yeah, because we were like row 23, and that's pretty close. If there's 120, which there's a lot of rows.
Right.
So, but we were towards the front, but nobody got rowdy. It was like there was 5 security officers within sight.
Not forget, most Pantera fans are probably in their 40s by now.
That's insane. Everybody
At
should
least,
be a fan. Everybody,
40s,
babies,
50s.
babies should
50s,
come out of the
40s,
womb
50s.
hearing Pantera and
Not the
Lamb
point.
of God.
No, when they were at their peak was when you were 15 to 20.
I guess so.
Yeah, good times.
So, what else we got? Billy, we got Eyelash.
What dates are we talking about? Because when does this air? It's going to
It's
air.
air in 3 days.
Okay.
4 days. I don't know. Whenever I could put them out tonight. I like to surprise you
You
guys.
already mentioned Bop to the Top, right? The Bop show.
Come on with this kid stuff.
Okay,
Fuck, man.
How about this?
Promotion.
Protest the Hero.
I got a good
October
one.
18th.
Protest the Hero, right?
Yeah.
They're pretty good. I've heard they're.
November 6th, and Dan should already know this. It's awesome. Have you shot him?
OTT, I've shot him twice.
That's good shit.
At
That's
Baltimore.
Soundstage, right?
At
Who is it?
Soundstage. OTT. Ott.
Is-
Ott.
Yeah.
I thought
Ott.
I was like, did I miss the name? No, it wasn't really a name. That's
It is letters that,
That's
that
a
you say.
sound.
Capital OTT. Ott.
Yeah.
October 19th, 9 p.m. Baltimore Soundstage. Starting prices are $33. He's a great artist. I know him.
Notice
pretty
that
well
is the
now.
same night as Lotus, though.
what is Ott? Give me some Ott.
Yeah, they're both October 19th. So you have your choice of either one you'd like to do that night.
Yeah, because Ott's more electronic, more dancey.
Yes.
EDM.
Yeah, he's not jam band at all.
No,
he
he's
is
not.
electronic.
He puts on a great show.
Real psychedelic sound
Does he wear a
stuff.
costume? Does he have a costume?
Didn't he
No,
do-
no, he's a dude. He looks kind of like you,
Yeah,
CJ.
I think he is.
He's
I
a
think he's a little
big
thinner.
white guy.
He's a little thinner. Than
What if it is CJ?
I don't know. He gained some weight last time I saw him, but I saw him in Colorado a year ago. I worked in Colorado for it's
Red Rocks or
close Hummingbird Ranch.
Red Rocks is amazing.
Ott's album
fucking with you.
Hallucinogen in Dub is incredible, and you should give it a listen. Anybody out there? Hallucinogen in Dub, fantastic stuff.
How much acid do I have to drop to listen to
None.
that?
It makes you feel high.
It just sounds like you have to be high to hear it.
Exactly. No,
It does.
makes you feel high though when you listen to.
Yeah, I've been doing EDM. I've been doing live music and EDM.
Does that help?
For, yeah, much better.
Fuck.
I've been doing it for like 15 years, so maybe I'm a little deaf. Anyway, I met Ott Soundstage, and then of course when I was shooting Closey, when I was at Sonic Bloom last year, that's when I got to see Ott, and he remembered me. He's like, "Hey, Raphael, what you doing here in Baltimore?" I was like, "Yep, I'm here. I'm shooting." Oh, okay, and I got right behind. I got a sweet shot from right behind him with a full crowd, lasers coming to hit the crowd.
Nice.
Just
Laser show.
right, yeah. Well, he always lasers.
Yeah, he's a laser guy.
Yeah, he's a laser guy, and it's just I'll put on a good show
With the smoke, with the lasers? That's the coolest.
There's smoke. And
I like to
lasers.
see the tracer across the.
I like Lotus, but I'm gonna shoot Ott.
I understand.
Does Ott know Moby?
Probably.
You probably
Yeah,
know.
Skrillex blew everything up.
Yeah.
If you guys know, and I'm sure all listeners know, a lot of you do know that older listeners, that EDM was really underground, was niche, was like low key. It was still pretty big in Europe. You bring in Europe,
Because it sucks.
but trance, drum and bass.
Come on, how many guys are listening?
Dave Attell, Insomniac.
Yeah, I mean, you got
That was a
Great
good
forgotten television show.
Come on, man.
I used to stay up late
companies,
watching that
mega
shit.
Dave
companies.
Attell was the shit.
and we're
And
talking
he's
like
still around. I think I could have
I
Dave.
saw him a year ago.
Yeah,
he's hilarious.
He's around. He's around us. Like he comes through town. It's great.
He is an East Coast guy.
I mean,
Yeah.
you guys got
Dave
Armor,
Attell.
you got big names like
I would
Armor
love
Van
that.
Buren,
One
you
night
got,
with
you
him,
know,
CJ. One night.
Just so many Chesto, BT. I met BT, Brian Transo. He's from Maryland, for Christ's sake.
I didn't know he was from Maryland.
Yeah, he's from. I bumped into him at Ultra Music Festival in a green room back in like the back lot of Ultra, and I bumped into him, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I was like, "Oh, can I take a picture?" Sure. Him and Jess, Jes.
You charge him $2,200.
Oh, we should have.
It'll be 22. That'll be
I said, "Hi, my name's
$2,200.
Raphael." I said, "I'm Raphael from Plural Life." I give him my card. Oh, I'm BT.
You need to learn how to jump off a building with a parachute, like on
Right.
Mr. Deeds,
Like, sure.
where he's, like Mr. Deeds comes.
What does that have to do with what I'm talking about?
I'm saying it. You're a photographer. He jumps out of the he pretends like he's doing flagging in the helicopter. That's the photographer. He takes a picture of the guy get off the helicopter, jumps off the building, and throws a parachute. He got his picture, and they were like,
He doesn't have to do that to get the pictures
that'll
he
sell
needs.
that'll sell for $53,000, and it'll be on all of the news channels
The funny
in
thing
8
about
minutes.
it is, what do you mean?
Okay.
What do you mean?
So a VST is a virtual studio. What was it, CJ?
Tool.
Virtual studio tool.
Yeah.
It's in the laptop I used to edit. So I take CJ's voice, I add some bass to it, but it's not specifically a bass, just regular. There's like so many micro adjustments as it goes with all these different things. So I can tweak it and have you a little bit higher in one part of the
It's like
bass.
you're photoshopping my voice.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And you sound awesome. Have you listened to him?
I've been told I sound great. Yes, I listen.
do sound-
But
you sound
I can't judge my own voice.
I can make you sound like shit too. So if you piss me off, I make you. Raphael, have you noticed your voice? I'm just fucking with you.
My voice is
I wouldn't
fine.
do that to you. I try to make them as good as possible.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
If you're pissing me off, I'll let you piss me off sounding good, even if it hurts me. No, I don't. I think I love the banter between you and Connor. I'm hoping to have less of it, but at the same time, I'm not telling you to stop. It's pretty fun.
I think we need some more Connor in this action.
I'm enjoying.
Love the guy.
Me and Connor has to put some gloves on, and I'll take him to town.
No, that'll be for the video special.
Oh man,
So
Connor wouldn't have it.
Raphael walks out of his house with his shirt off. He's like, look at all my tats.
I only
Like,
got 3 tats.
he comes over
I'll
and
do that.
Connor in like a fighting mode about the car horn.
No, I was.
Yeah, he was,
I was. You
I
know, going back
forgot
to-
about the car.
Listen, we
horn.
talked about this in the first podcast. We have to. We're going to reiterate this real quick.
the best.
Dan set it up like I'm some asshole who didn't give a fuck. No, I'm sleeping.
What am
I'm
I,
having
Kim
to work.
Jong Il over here?
Connor didn't give a fuck, which is fine. He admitted to that immediately, and it's fine. But
You
at the
called
same-
me fucking yelling at me.
Well,
you
I
were,
wasn't yelling
You were
at you.
so mad at me,
I wasn't
and I'm
mad.
at work.
He's yelling to you.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, you know what it was? It
God
was,
damn
I already
fucking-
knocked on the. I before I called, I knocked on the door. I rang the doorbell. No answer because Connor didn't give a fuck.
He was sleeping.
Right. I figured, okay, maybe Connor's sleeping. Fine. I called Dan because it's Dan's guy. I have Connor's phone
It's
number.
a guy living in my house.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
If I call Dave,
If you know what,
Raphael's guy.
Raphael's guy, he
Dave's
lives in your
truck was making-
basement.
if Dave's truck, was
Dave's
going
like,
off,
I don't know what Raphael's doing. Fuck him.
Listen, if
What
Dave's
do I
truck
care? I'm
was
a
going
different
off-
person.
If Dave's truck was going off and you couldn't get a hold of Dave, you're gonna call me and I'll get a hold of Dave. So anyway, going back to
I
it's
did.
the same situation.
It's
Yes,
just
you
still
did.
funny. It's still going to be
It's funny
funny,
because
when
it
you're an
doesn't-
asshole
it
about
It
it.
doesn't matter. Yeah.
You were
I wasn't
so-
the asshole. Connor was the asshole being the asshole.
Can you move your car? Can you move your car because like the
Because it kept
sound
happening.
waves?
Because it kept happening, and
Yeah, but
Connor didn't know why.
You have what was the dog in your house was complaining? The dog that doesn't pay rent. Somebody complained. You have dogs that were complaining.
Ironically, she didn't complain at all at the time because didn't wake her up. It woke me up, and it kept going off.
Okay. Hey.
I thought it was my car.
So you're gonna make up with Connor, right? What can I do for you guys? Take you out on the new boat?
Yeah, right. Take me far out.
2-man enter, 1-man leave.
I swear, we'll come back
Jesus.
without comment.
CJ, I have an announcement.
I love that. CJ, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, right.
This is part of the my editing and my I paid for the board. I get to tell the story. I am taking a guy out, a friend.
You're taking a guy out.
I am. Come on, you can interpret this however you want. This is how the story's going.
You getting dinner first?
Alone.
No, he's gonna meet here. He's a guy that you gave me a phone number for.
Oh, hell yeah.
His name is Neil.
Yes.
Okay, he was my guitar player, and back in
middle school.
Middle school.
Wow.
So I'm gonna see I was in the school. I've just been like slowly. I don't have Facebook and all that face space bullshit and Twister and
I
Twitter.
also don't have any Facebooks.
Yeah, no,
X.
it's
You
amazing.
don't go X?
I don't need fuck that.
I'm not on
God
X.
damn it.
I can read X.
I
I don't need
have
to be a
any
part of it. No, but
I live in my world, and I can barely handle my world. Yeah, I don't know how you guys in the world have all that stuff. Like I tried online dating. That sucked. I found a chick that works at a store I go to. I'm like, I don't need to go out and venture. She's amazing. She lives 3 minutes away.
you know you had some fun online dating at least like 4 times.
I'm
You
doing
had
it
some
now.
wild
Don't
nights.
give
that you were
out.
like, what
Don't
the
give
fuck?
out my. Don't give out my stories.
I'm doing online dating now, and yeah, I've
I'm
had
a
some fun
virgin,
times.
CJ, except until I'm married.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
You're not getting married again.
Oh yeah, I almost threw up. Hold on.
Sorry, Lauren.
She knows. She said the other day to me. She said, why don't we just not have any kids and just live a happy life?
That's what I do.
That's what
It's
she
fucking
said.
Great.
She said it all on her own. I was so proud of her.
Oh yeah. I mean, you have to find a
I'm like,
woman that says that. You
Let's
don't.
have, let's have puppies,
the guy
right?
doesn't get
I
to make
can't
that
suggest.
choice.
I can't suggest that. Yeah.
That's what my sister said. She's going, before she got a kid. She said, I'm not gonna have kids. I'm just gonna have puppies. I'm like, all right.
Yep. Got
You
some
can have
cats.
as many fucking dogs as you want.
Cats are easy.
There-
I
you-
can leave my cat there for
I
like
can
3
put my
days
dog
without
in the
even
house
being
for
there.
8 hours. I can go to work. I mean, I have 2 kids. I'm like, you can have them. They're amazing. They're the coolest things ever. You will have them. You know. So, but I don't need to make more of them.
Right. You're
God,
set.
you know how much the electric bill cost. You know, for them. I'm talking in the future. They have to live. I'm going to die off at some point, and they're still the electric bill is going to be so high. Do you think they want to deal with that shit? The potential kids that we could have. No, fuck it. I'm stopping it. They don't have to deal with that.
Shut it down.
Yeah. So Raphael, vasectomies, right?
Yes.
Okay. Any vasectomy doctors, email me. I'd like a good rate.
Nice. Can I get 50% off if we?
Right. Wait.
put your name on the podcast.
2 for 1?
That's right.
2 for 1 vasectomies. What do you think?
Snip snap.
Come on, doctors. What kind of doctor is that?
Oh,
What?
you mean me and
Who do
you
I have
doing
to contact?
It's the doctor that's sitting around listening to this podcast.
It's- okay.
That's going to be the one willing to give you a break.
So, what is his? Is he general practitioner? Is he?
Nah, they're special like ball doctors.
Well, okay.
man.
I don't know what it is.
They are a special ball doctor. You have to go to your primary care and
Okay,
get the
primary care.
get
There we
the-
go. Ball doctor.
And then
I didn't know there was a ball doctor.
There's a doctor for every part of your body.
So,
man.
has anybody in this room had vasectomy?
No, but a buddy of mine just had one done, and he's very proud.
I know.
And he
that.
doesn't have a problem.
No, he
Isn't there-
wanted this done.
Is there a risk?
He's
or
like
is this
45 years old, and he was all like, I know I don't want kids, and I want to keep fucking. So
Or is
You know.
is this is there a risk of me having issues personally after the thing? I know there should be a risk, but is it? What I'm trying to compare this to
are you
is
thinking like, am I not going to
vaccination.
get hard-ons anymore?
yeah,
or-
like all that.
I think it's a very low probability of anything like that
I'm not,
happening.
I've seen what happens
They're
to
just
my dogs when
They're
I clip
clipping the
them.
one thing that gets the semen into your pee hole.
That's it.
That's it.
So where's it go? Just like
It starts to not be made anymore.
okay, that sounds like a problem, doesn't it?
I guess so, but I think
Google
you can.
is your friend.
You can do if it becomes like a testosteronal issue, which
I'm doing
I don't
pretty
think
good
it would.
right now, right? Like, why would
Are
I?
you? You don't have any kids or additional
I have-
kids,
I-
so that makes sense.
Oh, I meant like in general, everything's functioning very well.
Right. You don't want to fuck with that.
Yeah.
Like, let's cut something off and see how it works now.
Correct.
Right.
Like, I can't. What? Can you get that? You can put it back?
You could die.
You can
How long?
unsnip.
I need to talk to a ball doctor. This
It
has to
can be
happen.
right.
reversed. It can be reversed.
Yes, they can be reversed.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
I think I've given you all the knowledge I have
That's
on it,
good,
and
that's
some
good.
of that is garnered from television. So
all right.
take it with a grain of salt.
If you guys are in the similar, you guys are or have mates or whatever, you can send us an email with your story, and we will share it if you want.
and we can share that anonymously. if you
It
don't want to.
absolutely will be anonymous.
Unless you want us to say.
No,
Yeah,
I still wouldn't be like. I would make up a name and it would say Paul or Tom, right? And then your name's like Adam. I get it, but we're gonna say Tom.
Gotcha.
Wrote us an email, right? Send the email to Dan Aitco.
God, you need a better fucking email address. Nobody wants
It's so
type
easy
out-
to reset.
Nobody wants to type that shit.
I know, I
out.
hate
You
it.
can't even say it right.
But the fun part is that it's such a shitty email that nobody's writing in like, oh, I'm going to write them an email. I've been tasked with podcast at gmail.com. That's not our email.
No, it's
No, it's a pain in the ass. We don't want all these
why
fucking
don't you
emails.
have that? Why don't you have that?
Because we don't want 1,000. If you actually want to talk to us, we will listen. But I don't want to be like Ringo and have 500 emails to go through. I won't see any of them. But if I make it danico1410 at gmail.com, the guys that are going to send a good email,
which is fucking zero.
right now it's a 0.
Is there? Oh my god!
Okay, we should change the email.
Just change the email. please.
CJ, you've been tasked with making us a new email, and we will be announcing next episode our new email.
New email address.
You've
Okay.
CJ's been tasked with it.
I've been tasked
May I
with.
plug my photography real quick?
Oh my god. That was fun. Yep. Oh, play him out, right, CJ? Oh man, we didn't. The sound I was listening for, I didn't hear that come through. It's what's our rate,
Is that
CJ? What's our rate for promotion?
Raph in motion. Instagram is my Instagram.
Should put a tone
In motion,
through it.
In motion event photography. In motion.
That's not. That's money losing. It's going out the window. Like, god damn it! These guys walk in our studio and they just.
I'm
have
plugging
to
his
say-
show also.
But I didn't get paid. Yeah, I had to buy the beers. You're not even drinking beer.
You didn't have to buy the beers.
Well, you know
but
what?
I appreciate it,
It is,
no matter what.
It is your penance for bringing Connor.
Lauren bought the beers. Love you,
Oh,
Lauren.
thank you, Lauren.
Thank you, Lauren. Yeah, you did bring Connor uninvited.
You're paying for the sins of your friend.
Yeah.
That Jinger Show was amazing, and if you guys don't know Ginger, if you're into heavy stuff, listen. It's it's not her, it's the drummer. I should know his name.
Of course, it's the drummer.
I don't
Dan.
know her name either, but like, the
awesome.
drummer's phenomenal. He's up there doing everything to the T.
The drummer
He's
for
doing 30 seconds and 128s and
the drummer at the Herbie
64s.
Hancock show was probably, I don't want to say the best musician on
Overqualified?
the stage. Dude was probably like 23 years old and
was he playing quiet?
and
Oh,
killing it.
it's
killing it.
What that at the Lyric?
Yes,
Okay, most people that play at the Lyric have to be really good.
he was.
You're heard so well.
He was playing loud. He was playing
Yeah,
fast. He was
that
playing
is
slow. He was
so-
playing soft. He had it all going
Yeah,
on. Man.
that is. I've never seen Robert Cray. Man, that's a show. I'm so blessed that I got that phone call to go.
How about the Ginger Show though?
Ginger was great. Sorry, Raphael. That was cool too. Robert Cray was fucking amazing. There was a difference. It's like I could hear everything. If they sneezed on stage, there's no hiding it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have to hold it
At
back.
the Lyric, everything they have so many condenser, compressor, and emulating stuff. Like you can hear it. It's processed before it comes out of the line array speakers that are each one of those speakers. CJ, there's like 9 of them.
Oh,
They're each one $6,000.
I was kind of
Each
I was on the
speaker.
side and
There's
in front of a set
9
of those.
on each side. They're all $6,000. Yeah, they sound like they all cost $6,000.
They
so
do.
You hear what they're doing, what they're using, all the microphones that are up there. It's got to be like $500,000 worth of recording equipment on stage.
I mean, you're talking to what?
It's incredible.
I'm talking probably around 150 just in speakers alone.
Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to capture the emotion of what you get at the Lyric Opera House.
Yeah, it's a fantastic venue.
It's a fantastic venue.
They're not going to give us any free tickets. You don't have to.
No, you will
You
not.
don't have to go too hard on them.
And everybody that goes there generally is in their best behavior. It's the Lyric Opera House.
Right. You even dress up a little bit.
I dressed up. I put a clean sweatshirt on.
Yeah.
I did.
I wore my khakis to that show instead of shorts or jeans.
I think I had khakis on. I was going with my uncle. He's a lawyer, or he was. He's retired now, but yeah, he's a divorce lawyer. He's a good guy. You know, that guy's got money. He's been to a lot of good places.
I'm sure he has.
Anywho, CJ, what do we got? We're almost at the end of our thing. Did you get enough of your promotional out? Who were you again?
No,
Raphael. Blah blah blah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, okay. I know you don't care, but it's Raphael. It's Raph in Motion on Instagram. RAF in Motion, and it's inmotion.photography at yahoo.com.
I heard this playing on the last podcast. I was like, oh, it sounds so bad.
Well, because you got to shut up first and let me do it. It sounds safe.
It's like the Dan & Co email. It's really fucking. It's hard.
Well,
it's a hard one, Raphael.
You talking? I got to
What's
spit it
your
out.
YouTube? How can people find you? They hit Google. What do they type in? One sentence. What do they type in? It's
in motion event photography, but it's
okay.
Not
That's it. That's it.
It's not inmotioneventphotography.com. So I use that website actually. I got rid of it.
Anywho, sounds like we all need to tighten up on our businesses.
In Motion Photography. You'll find me there. It's Instagram and of course my email. I mean, I have a Twitter or whatever, but I don't use it. And BaltimoreSoundstage.com. Because that I'm also promoting them, and I post photos on Facebook or Instagram.
Ott's going to be there on the 19th.
Be there the 19th. I'll probably be there, and if you go this coming week, I'll have all the photos from the Jinger Show ready.
You're going to see Connor crowd surfing.
You can see Connor.
I can't believe Connor was crowd surfing.
Where can we see the photographs?
It's going to be on two places. On Instagram for Facebook, for my Facebook, for Raph in Motion.
Okay.
And it's going to be on the Soundstage Facebook page.
Can we see all your photographs there?
Yeah.
Like how far back? Or is it like everything you've ever done?
I heard there was the second photo is like a chick with camel toe.
On Instagram,
Nice.
on Facebook, if you go to In Motion Event Photography on Facebook, you'll see all my photos.
Everything you've done. All right. So we can see.
I posted pretty much.
Who's
It was
popping?
a ton of stuff.
Whatever your name is, pull back.
Connor, believe.
I think the audience is going to hear from Neil.
20 years I've known. I mean, you obviously longer, middle school, but still, 20 years is a long time to know it.
He went to the beach house with my parents for a full week, and my mother sent him home early for some reason.
She was tired of his shit, I bet.
I think so, and I don't know.
Is he a troublemaker?
I didn't see. I still don't know.
I like Neil a lot. He can be a troublemaker, yes,
but it's not. It's not bad trouble.
No, but he
it's not bad. You're not getting arrested.
With people.
Yeah, you're not getting arrested.
He messes with people.
He just fucks with people.
Yes,
and that's the cool thing about Neil. Like, okay, well, it's not like illegal. Neil is an excellent guitar player, I'm sure.
Excellent,
especially at this point. In my head, I'm like, it was middle school.
He's got a spot.
I saw him starting, and it was good.
He's got a monthly down in Hamilton now.
Does he?
Yep.
He said that, I think. We only spoke. I gave him, or I took from him. That's how I look at it. Only about 12 minutes. I didn't want to take more of.
Right.
I'm getting him and I are going out on the new boat. I'm going to take it out Friday.
The boat that has a hole in it?
Hold up.
You trying to kill Neil?
I know.
I have a secondary
boat
boat.
with a hole.
So the third boat.
I have a second. I have a third I could use. I could use Brendan's, but I wanted to go out on the boat because for with men, it's hard to discuss things about life over sitting in front of each other at like right here. Right,
no, but you can go to a bar.
You go at a bar, but that's weird. The boat is amazing because you don't have to stare at each other. You can be fishing and have time pass.
And if things do get a little weird in the right way, you can go with it.
Yeah, go home. What are you talking about, CJ?
CJ completely not.
No, my boat. Okay, so the boat, the cuddy cabin's not even set up for like Leon Phelps with the ladies' man. Turn on the lights, whatever. It's not like that. It's utilitarian.
It's not like that yet.
I don't need that. It's fine.
Yet.
Oh, Mark Twain, though, you can get some lighting in there. It's going to be nice and cozy.
It's a cozy little environment. But the next boat, the newest boat, is a bow rider.
The one with the hole in it.
It's okay. I fixed the hole. Have you looked?
No.
Okay.
What?
I put
Fix
19
that
hours.
massive hole
I put 19 hours of labor into that.
since last time we saw
Plus about $400
it. That was a
worth
week
of
ago. We saw
Yeah,
it.
since last week.
Exactly.
I'm a busy motherfucker.
All right. It's back there right now?
And I have a girlfriend.
All right.
Yeah, it's back there right now. It's not colored. It's not white. It doesn't have the white. It's clear. It's epoxy.
Have you put it in the water yet?
No, I can't. Yeah, I'm going.
So the first time you put this in the
trying
water
to
is
get
when
the
you're
story.
going to take
No.
Neil on it.
But when it both sinks.
I'm going to get it ready tomorrow. Okay. I just went over today. I did Lauren's front porch. I put some concrete on it. That's what I was doing until the minute before this podcast. And then tomorrow, when I come home, I'm going to finish that big, huge patch of the hole. It was a 3 foot by 2 foot hole in the hull. Wasn't a hole. It was crushed. So I took off the dead stuff. I took all the dead stuff off.
The crushy stuff.
The crushed stuff. And I went down to one layer left. And that is the shape. So then I'm refilling in that entire hole.
What are you filling in with?
Fiberglass.
Okay.
Fiberglass roving. I have 18-ounce roving. I have 24-ounce roving.
What's roving?
Roving looks like a bed sheet, like a comforter.
So it's a sheet of
it's a
fiberglass.
sheet of
Understood.
shit that soaks in all the resin. It
Gotcha.
soaks it up, and wherever you tell it to sit, you wait an hour, and it's not moving from that spot from here on out.
Oh, yeah,
You have to literally crush it or grind it.
It's a material. It's a bulk of material.
I understand
Reinforcement,
what
yeah.
Fiberglass is. I
And
just
you can shape it.
didn't know what
You
the
can
word
shape it.
roving
Yeah,
meant.
roving is a woven.
Woven.
Roven.
Woven.
Yeah. Woven roving.
Woven.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Say that a few times fast.
It looks cool. It's a real thick mat. But
I think I saw some of it over here before.
Last night I did
Weren't you-
7.
Don't you use the rope for some of the plain stuff?
That's
that you're doing?
matte.
That's matte. Okay.
Oh, you're talking about the cloth. Cloth is
Yeah.
different. Roving. Before you leave today,
Thinner.
I will hand you. It's in the house.
I'm
I'll
not going
hand
to
you a
touch
piece-
it. I'm not touching it.
Oh, it's safe. It's polyester. It's like a jacket.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
It's not fiberglass.
It's when you
Oh, I
turn
thought
it
you said
into
it was
then when a
fiberglass.
chemical reaction happens. You put the resin with the woven roving or the mat or the cloth. That's all fiberglass. Once you put that thing, the gooey,
the finish.
the gooey stuff in it, it melts it into glass. It's a
Okay.
chemical reaction, and it's hard as a freaking rock.
Hard as
It's
glass.
going to be so there's 3 layers I have to do. Matte, roving, matte. That's 1 layer. I have to do that 5 times. Last night I made it up to 3 of the matte, roving, matte.
So you.
Pause.
So really, that's like 1.5. So
That-
you have to do it 3.5 more times.
So that's the whole thing has to be filled with 1 matte. That's all goo bullshit with a roller, and it's dangerous. Then you have to do the roving that sticks to that mat. That's a thickness layer. Then you have
Okay.
to do another mat, and that counts as 1 layer. I have to do 5 full layers. I got 3 of those 3 layers done. It took an hour and a half or so. I got 3 of those, and the 4th one I went to put on, it got so fucking hot that it all melted. The layer that I was trying to get the stick to, it melted right off like
Well,
butter.
shit.
You know why it
Yeah.
melted, right?
So because you can't do that many layers.
Right.
It told me on the internet.
chemical.
Not,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It needs time to set.
it needs time to set
Cure,
and like
whatever the word is.
So, but eventually you can keep layering until it gets to that hot. I lost like $80 in material when that
By letting
last
that
layer.
melt happen?
Yeah. I was so pissed.
So then that's why you're like, okay, I'm fucking done.
I'm
now.
done for tonight. Looks like I'm done. I mean, because it's going to take hours for it. It was so hot. I could feel the heat radiating off of it. It's pretty cool. And that's all that, Mark. That's all the, that boat is the Grady White 19-footer. And I've had it about 3 or 4 days, and I want to put it in the water. So I want to put it in the water Friday and test it. If it doesn't work, I'll pick up my other boat. And then we'll take that. Me and Neil will take it. That's a tried and true.
Tried and true.
Yeah. It's got a cover on it. It took me an hour to put on. God damn it, Neil. I'll take it off for you.
By the way,
I'll make him help me.
I meant to ask you, can I? I'll cut your grass again, but can I use your lawnmower again? I just don't.
I
care.
love getting my gas. Yeah. We've talked about cutting my grass in the past on the podcast. CJ was
Somebody else was cutting the grass that time.
Because my my roommate, quote unquote, our crap is blocking my tarp shed.
what I want you to do, Raphael, over this nice calm music, is I want you to tell Connor how you feel about him in this current state. This is very gentle. Go with the music. How do you feel about Connor?
You just gotta be more respectful. And this is an old man talking to a young guy. Okay, just be respectful. And if you don't know what be respectful means, is learn to close your mouth and listen, and realize that I'm not coming at you anything wrong. If I'm upset and I say something off color, I don't mind being called out on it, because you know what? I'm human and make mistakes. But I like being friends, and we're cool. And you're a man. I get it.
Are you friends?
We're friends. If I want to be around,
if Connor calls you and says I need a ride, would you go pick him up?
Yeah, sure.
I don't think he's getting in your car. He'd be like, "Fuck no, I'd rather walk." But still,
it's fine. At the end of the day, I don't hate him.
You drive like a dickhead.
Or just our interactions haven't been great. Our very first interaction was fine. Yeah, listen, every guy is weird. I don't know CJ that well. I only know stories.
He's lived across from you for 20 years.
I know his dad.
20 years.
I met your dad a bunch of times.
You park next to each other for 20 years.
His dad.
You don't know him.
His dad looked like the maybe of a convict coming out.
How
of prison.
did you get on the podcast?
I never messed with your father, because your father looked like he was going to murder people.
He did look kind of like a mean guy.
He did. And I respect him, but he had a cool car. But Heather, she hated that car.
Every time, because he gets up at 5 a.m. to
Heather
go to work.
sounds great.
No, she's awesome when she's awesome. But my point is, she doesn't like noise. She's very sensitive. I'm not the only person.
She is awesome when she's awesome. What kind of girlfriend is that?
Oh.
No, tell me. Give me.
Not a girlfriend,
She's
right?
not a girlfriend.
No, in general, if you had a girlfriend and somebody referred her to as she's awesome when she's awesome, what is the overall tone of that?
That means that she's not really awesome.
No, that's...
No, she's going through
I asked CJ. CJ, what is it?
That sounds like a...
What kind of girlfriend is that? If I said Lauren is awesome when she's awesome.
That means she sucks.
That means she sucks. That means that girl Raphael's talking about sucks. I just had to put that out there.
Just basically, she hates me for all.
She's awesome when she's awesome. You shouldn't hang out with her. Say, I love Connor. Say it, motherfucker. I'm just joking.
Yeah, I know, right?
How about Connor? You're okay.
I don't hate Connor.
I'm going to sum it up with Raphael. You and Connor both. Connor he's too slow. You're too fast. You talk too fast, and you don't let him respond. And then he's like, "Well, I guess I won't say anything," And you just if you fucking wait for him to talk and listen, it'll work.
Mm-hmm. I love it when the first I literally handed
playing it out. All right.
The mic stand I bought.
Yeah, here he goes. CJ, awesome.
Have a great evening, guys.
Go Orioles and Ravens and all the Baltimores.
Fuck the Orioles as we play out.
What the fuck?
They lost.
Oh no, we're so great. You're gonna next week. You're gonna be like, "Oh, Orioles!"
It's over. The season's over.
Okay, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, they got swept in the wild card. It sucks.
Sucks. Okay. Anyway, good job, Baltimore.
Yay.
Bye, Raphael.
I believe.
I think the audience is going to hear from Neil.
20 years I've known. I mean, you obviously longer, middle school, but still, 20 years is a long time to know it.
He went to the beach house with my parents for a full week, and my mother sent him home early for some reason.
She was tired of his shit, I bet.
I think so, and I don't know.
A troublemaker.
I didn't see most
times. Listen, she will.
Like everybody has a bad day.
No, she's.
God,
with
man.
Other people with me, she. It's different. We've known each other for a long time. But
what's it like when she's not awesome?
She's not awesome.
Is it like a really bad?
No.
It sounds really good. It sounds like the cops are coming and shit.